Welcome back to your Football Manager channel. This is fmpepe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey everyone, I'm fmpepe and we're doing the team review or preview. And we're at Burnley, so the mighty Burnley. And for those of you that might be following the Wonder Kids series, I took over Burnley and I basically brought all the world's best Wonder Kids and some really good young prospects, just as an experiment to Burnley to see if they would do well in the Premier League. We're currently about 5th or 6th in the Premier League. In our second season, it might still be the first. I'm lost. Anyway, go check out the Wonder Kids series, it's pretty good. Now, at the Barnfield Training Centre, they have excellent training facilities, great youth facilities, and adequate recruitment. Okay. 22,546 is the capacity. Turf Moor was built in 1883 and they have a 3.5-star reputation. The assistant manager is Ian Wong, although the assistant manager at my Wonder Kids series is actually a guy called Martin Bailey, who's one of my subscribers. And Ben Mee is the top earner, he's the captain. Dwight McNeil is a key player for them. They normally line up with Pope, Lowton, Tarkowski, me, Taylor, Goodmanson, Cork, Hendrick, and McNeil, and then Wood and Rodriguez. I think they got Charlie Taylor from Leeds, and Dwight McNeil is one of my Wonder Kids in the series. I've also got Jimmy Dunn coming through as well as the centre half. Ollie Younger I've got coming through as well, and I think I let Anthony Glennon and Adam Phillips go, and Aidan O'Neill. I think I let quite a few go. I think I let Ngessian go as well. So yeah, the chairman is Mike Garlick, and they play defensively solid football and he wants to continue that. Now, they do play direct football. I tried to play like a 4-2-3-1 with Burnley and do like a tick-attacker type football. It's a bit more passing than what they used to. Now, they do want you to sign players who are 22 for the future or under and develop players using the youth system, which I am doing. And they do require you to work within the wage budget. A lot of clubs in this league do. Brighton, Bournemouth, Burnley, all the Bs, Aston Villa as well. They do require you to work within the budget because they're competing in a league where, frankly, they don't have oligarchs running their club. So they want, same as most people really, 5th round FA Cup, 4th round Carabao Cup. And this whole fight bravely against relegation, I think they actually want to be sort of mid-table when it comes down to the crux of it. Now, I'm going to start in the under-18s here because there's Jake Rooney, who does improve, and there's Joe McGlynn, who also improves. These two players here over a couple of seasons do actually improve a lot, so look out for them because they can be good players for you. Lewis Richardson as well is also one that's going to improve. So Rooney, McGlynn and Richardson in the under-18s, they're your prospects. In the under-23s, there's Bailey Peacock Farrell, goalkeeper you want to move into the senior squad, and Joel Mumbongo, a Swedish striker who also improves. His physicals are really good, but he's another one you're going to want in there as well. Ali Koki is like a right back, I think, or left back. Sorry, left back. He does improve, but not to the extent where you'd want to hang your hat on him and play him, you know. But with that said, going to the senior squad here, so you've got Legsteins, who as backup goalkeeper, and you got Peacock Farrell there, young lad, and you've got Joe Hart as your goalkeeper and Nick Pope as your main goalkeeper. So Nick Pope's a good keeper, so you probably don't really need to touch the goalkeepers when you're looking to recruit players. What I would say is Jimmy Dunn does improve. Keep him. Ben Gibson is a good option as a backup. Kevin Long is a player I really like. He was at Rochdale, really good, strong player, and let's have a little look at him actually, his history. He's been at Burnley a long time. He joined Burnley in 2009, 2010. He's actually due a testimonial. When was he at Rochdale? 2011, 2012. Played 16 games for us. Wow, that's a long time ago. My memory is absolute bang on when it comes to Rochdale. 2011, 2012. So, yeah, he's been a mainstay, really, Kevin Long. He's a really good, underrated centre-half. He'd be on the bench for me, and you'd play Ben Mee and James Tarkowski, and they would be your centre-half pairing right there. Now you've got Matt Lowton as your right-back. He's half decent. Charlie Taylor, who is very decent, 16 at tackling, as your left-back. Eric Peters would cover for your left-back as well. So you don't need a left-back. Phil Bardsley will cover at right-back. So again, you don't need a right-back this year. So your defence, really, is pretty good. Your defence can wait for investment. Aaron Lennon is your right wing option, along with Johan Berg Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson's decent, but I would want to get in a right winger. Probably keep Lennon around as a squad player, but nothing more than that. Dwight McNeil will start on the left. You want to play him because he's going to develop. He's only 19. He needs those games to improve. Robbie Brady is the option for him. So you don't really need to go out and get a left winger. He can do a job for you. In midfield, you got Jack Cork and Jeff Hendrick as the partnership. Backing them up, you'll have Josh Brownhill, who's quite decent, 23-year-old, still developing. And you got Ashley Westwood, who again is quite decent. I would still go out and get a central midfield player as a Burnley save. So you'd want a right winger, you'd want a central midfield player. Now you've got Jay Rodriguez here and Chris Wood, which could be a good little strike partnership. You've also got Matej Vidra and Ashley Barnes. Ashley Barnes, and I think is a really good player in Football Manager. And you got Joel Mombongo coming through as the young option that's going to improve. I would actually go out and buy a striker who would be like a number 10 role, because you've already got Barnes, Wood and Vidra and Mombongo who can play the main centre forward role. And quite a few of them are left footed as well. So I'd actually go and get a right-footed number 10. So if we look at the tactics here, you would play Charlie Taylor as a fullback that attacks. Lowton, Matt Lowton, wants to be a wing-back that defends. Okay. Ben Mee, no nonsense centre back stopper. Tarkowski, who he's got a good relationship with, wants to be a ball playing defender who defends. Really good in their role together, strong partnership. Hendrick, box to box midfielder who supports. Jack Cork, and again another box to box midfielder. I think you can't be anything else at Burnley other than a box-to-box midfielder. I mean, you could perhaps put Wood there, Rodriguez there, have Wood as your target man, and have maybe a deep line forward role for Rodriguez. McNeil wants to be a winger who attacks. And Goodmanson wants to be an inverted winger. I think he'll want to attack, will he? He'll want to support, okay. And that would be your starting 11 right there. You could alternatively put Barnes in place of Rodriguez, and you see here Barnes and Wood have a very good partnership and play really well together, and put Rodriguez and Vida on the bench. So yeah, that would probably be your 11. And then you'd have Hart, Long, Peters, Brady, Brownhill, Vida, Rodriguez on the bench. I actually think that's a really good team. Just Goodmanson I'd replace, and I think Hendrick I'd probably find a replacement for, and I would definitely find someone to do this number 10 role here. If you can get a number 10, a 7 and an 8, you're laughing. So let's have a little look. God, Mustafi gets offered to everybody, doesn't he? Hello, who's this guy? Ezekiel Barco, okay. Let's see, they don't want to sell him either. Atlanta United. Just scout him. You never know. You can't afford Richarlison or Mayer. So let's go to player search. You got a £15 million transfer budget. Still 46 grand left in the kitty. Mitrovic would be a very good striker if you could sell someone and raise some funds. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. So we're going to add the condition, position, naturalites, attacking centre mid, transfer status listed, and let's see what's available. So there's Jack Wilshere, he's listed 15.25 million. He did well at Burnley, or was it Bolton? He might have been at both. Jack Wilshere would be a good option. Lewis Baker from Chelsea, he would be a good young player to try and bring through. Henry Save, Arda Turan, Luke Berry, Jamie Patterson, John Terrell could be interesting. I mean, Lewis Baker and Jack Wilshere. I mean, Jack Wilshere might be the number 10 really that you'd be looking for. Maybe him and Lewis Baker. I'm not sure about Tom Cleverley. You know, I'm really not sure about him. But right winger, let's have a little look. Who else you could get that's listed for transfer? There's Marley Watkins. I wouldn't. Johan Bakish from Brighton. Jamie Patterson. Yuri Skalak. John Terrell. Gareth McCleary. Gareth McCleary could actually do a job for you, and he's cheap. Who's available on loan? No one else. Okay. So let's have a look at strikers. I mean, you could go get Andre Gray, bring him back to Burnley. He'd be an option. Be a very good option. Umanias, great physicals, good mentals. There's not a lot in that market, there really is there. Let's see. I think Andre Gray and Jack Wilshere and maybe the Brighton lad. Let's have a little look. Oh, Matt Ritchie. There you go. Matt Ritchie would do really well in Burnley's side, actually. So if you had Matt Ritchie on the right, Andre Gray as an option as your centre forward, and Jack Wilshere as an option to play central midfield or be a number 10, I think you'd actually have a really good side there, and you could get them on loan, and loan signings aren't going to cost you anything. Let's see if the club will give you any more money other than that 15 million. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Let's find out. Increased transfer budget. No. Request denied. Never mind. Make board request. Finances. Increased wage budget. We're not sure the squad actually needs any additions. Many in the team are already excellent, and you should be able to achieve your targets with the players you have available. Well, I think I'm about to be sacked. Yeah, I'm going to tender my resignation. So there you go, that was a short-lived job with Burnley. Yeah, so let's see. Nuno Espirito Santo, Sam Allardyce and Walter Mazzari are favoured to take over. So have a little look at Burnley. Hope that helps you, gives you a little preview as to what you'd be walking into. Again, Jack Wilshere, Matt Ritchie, Andre Gray would probably fit in perfectly with Burnley. They would be the three that I'd sign. And don't forget, you've got quite a few players coming through the youth team, like 3 under 18s and a couple in the reserves there as well to fill the squad. So if you bring those 5, if you bring, say, those 2 reserve players forward, the Swedish striker and the goalkeeper, and you bring in 3 players, you've boosted your squad by 5 players, and it's not cost the world. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that helps. If it does, drop a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.